Toastmasters Club has started in Kazakhstan since 2010, and in the past 9 years, the Toastmasters clubs have been functioning to realize its missions of self-actualization, enhancing leadership potential, and contributing to the betterment of mankind. Our community, Nazarbayev University Toastmasters Club, is an official branch of Toastmasters International. Our club functions starting from 2012, and today it is our first time hosting such kind of event. Yeah. Our community, Nazarbayev University Toastmasters Club, is the second established Toastmaster club in Kazakhstan and the first student club in Central Asia. And today, in this contest, we are trying to unite all Kazakhstan Toastmasters Club at this speech contest. Contest which gathers 6 outstanding speakers from all around the country in the center of Kazakhstan, in Astana city. And which encourages interaction between Kazakhstan Toastmasters Club. So, you may wonder, why from all different varieties of contests, we have chosen exactly humorous contest. So, basically, because humorous contests tend to be the most challenging, but at the same time the most rewarding contests of all. Because, dear guests, can you recognize a moment when your joke didn't get any attention that you expected for? Or even worse, when people take your jokes seriously. So seriously that they start arguing with you or make it into a lecture session. To be honest, I'm very bad at joking. Just literally. And I'm so glad that I'm a Toastmaster here. And I'm just bad at joking that sometimes I can't even understand them. And the people whom I mentioned, who turn jokes into serious people, usually tend to be me. But here, today, on this stage, I would like to be brave enough and tell you some jokes. So, the first one is, don't fart in the Apple Store. If you ask me why, because I don't have windows. And my second joke is, have you ever wondered why only men usually cook steaks? Why? Because if girls would cook it, it would be a mistake. In today's contest, we have 6 brilliant speakers who had accepted this challenge and dared to participate and show their talents of humorous speech. Our all contestants are the best of the best in their clubs who had won several wide speech contests. So let me introduce you the competitors of our humorous speech contest 2019. They are here at the second row of our auditorium. First one is Nurgul Adamjanova. Nurgul Adamjanova is an active member of Pavlodar Toastmasters Club. She is a student at Turaygurov Pavlodar State University. The quote that motivates her is, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone." Mirbek Kayır is a young and ambitious member of Atral Open Toastmasters Club. He is studying at Kazakh British Technical University, and the quote that inspires him is, "Spectacular achievement is always preceded by spectacular preparation." Chingiz Shidenov. Chingiz Shidenov is an active member of Astana Toastmasters Club. He is studying at the Kazakh University of Economics and Finance. His favorite quote is, "The road is made by people walking." Our next contestant is Sayed Murzamil Sadat. Sayed Murzamil Sadat is from Toronto Toastmasters Club. He is a bachelor student at St. University, and the quote which inspires him is "One day or day one." Nursula Al-Nazar. Nursula Al-Nazar is an experienced member of the University Toastmasters Club. Than by the ones you did. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. And our last contestant is Daniela Benov. Daniela Benov is a contestant from Almaty Toastmasters Club. Currently, as he states, his occupation is a full-time father. And his favorite quote is, "Confidence is a choice." So, by now, let me introduce you with the general rules of our contest. First of all, Toastmasters International has two general rules. First one is giving a handshake. All our speakers have to give a handshake to the Toastmaster. And the second one is an applause. We greet and give an applause to all our speakers in order to support them. Moreover, in our today's contest, we have two timers. Timers will record our time. Those are Dina Taglabekova and Jalat Adjanova. Time limit for each speech shall be from 5 to 7 minutes. A contestant will be disqualified if the speech will be less than 4 minutes 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Timers shall provide signals to the contestants, which shall be clearly visible to the speakers. They will show a green signal at 5 minutes and it will be displayed until 6 minutes. And yellow signal will be displayed at 6 minutes and will be displayed for 1 minute. And the last one, a red signal, will be displayed at 7 minutes and will remain on until the end of the speech. Moreover, our contestants will be judged according to the following criteria. First one is the content of the speech. Speeches will be judged according to the structure, logical organization, ideas, and their purposes. Second one is delivery. Speakers will be evaluated according to their appearance, usage of body language and gestures. Also, they will be assessed according to their manner of the speeches and controlling their vocal variety. This summer, our first speaker was working in California as a door-to-door salesperson. So she had a bike to move around during the city. As the city where she worked happened to be extremely expensive, there were many homeless people who always stole the bikes that were not properly locked. Though she knew it, she was very stubborn to buy a locker. Therefore, her first bike was stolen. Surprise. And the cool thing is that the next family that she visited was so kind that they gave her bike for free. But can you imagine what happened next? She didn't get the locker again, and her bicycle was stolen again, and again. So, overall, she has changed 10 bicycles in just 3 months. Let me invite to the stage our first speaker, Nurgul Adamjanova, from Pavlodar Toastmasters Club. Nurgul Adamjanova, how to be unhappy. How to be unhappy, Nurgul Adamjanova.
I was traveling all around Europe with my friends. And one weekend we decided again to take the trip. And we made such a huge plans. We wanted to go to Amsterdam, to Barcelona, to Rome, and then to the Brussels. Sounds great, right?
Yeah.
So actually it started pretty cool.
Over here. Over here.
Oh, okay.
Over there.
Okay. Yeah, it's on.
We have the same problems in Karaganda.
Oh, in Paladar as well. Okay, can you switch the slide maybe for me?
Yeah. No, don't move it. Don't move it on that. Now try.
Oh, awesome. So, it's me in Amsterdam. Spent a crazy day there, was very, very happy. Didn't know what is coming my way. The next day, flew to Barcelona. Also in the morning. Look how happy I am here, right? Still have no idea what is going to happen. So yeah, Barcelona, the place where the whole story begins. So in order to tell you my story, I want all of you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes, okay? So imagine, you are eating Spanish pizza in a Spanish restaurant in Spain. All your friends are with you. The weather is amazing. Yesterday you were in Amsterdam and tomorrow you are flying to Rome. Awesome, right? But guess what? You were actually not happy. You were so sad. If you want to find out why, you can open your eyes. If you don't, it's okay, I understand. Sleepless nights, you're students, take a nap, it's fine. But in case you're interested, so I'm going to tell you how to be unhappy in any happy situation. So let's start our lesson. The only thing you have to do is follow the same steps that I did. So step 1. So you are in a foreign country, right? So the first thing you do, you put your bag somewhere and don't look at it, okay? Just take your time with your friends, lie on the grass, take pictures, because this grass is so beautiful, it will look amazing on your Instagram. Look, see? Yeah, I got a lot of likes. So, and you know what I like about step 2? Is that it happens without your participation. Do you know what happens next? Any guesses? Yeah, the bag is stolen. Yeah, exactly. So you see, us, happy, bag, no. Okay. So yeah, but you're not surprised. We're planning it, right? We want to be sad, right? Yes, everything is going according to our plan. But our friends don't know that, right? And they realize that all of your documents, all of your credit cards, and even cash are in that bag. And tomorrow you're flying to Italy. So probably that guy who checks passports in the customs control might ask you, why we don't have that passport? Yeah, so your friends start running after that guy. And you have to run after them, okay? Just pretend. And you start running, but don't run too fast, okay? Just run casually. This is not your bag that was stolen. Because even though you are 19, maybe, like I was at the time, you have never done sports, and you have the power of an 80-year-old grandma. So this is exactly what I look like. This is why just take a break, okay? You ran for 30 seconds. You deserve to have rest. Just breathe in. Imagine you're on a yoga session, and breathe out. So the guy is gone, the bag is gone as well. And then your friends are still worried about you, and you have to pretend too. So you approach some random guy, the local one, and ask him his phone to call the police. So this picture is pretty accurate, he looked somehow like that. And he, of course, asks you, like, why do you need to call the police? And you explain him, tell everything, and you should wait until he finishes laughing at you. He'll be like, oh, the same story. And you are so offended, like, why is he laughing at you? And you ask him, and he goes like, mujer hermosa, you are in Barcelona. the capital of crime in España. Okay, let him laugh. Okay, because he's nice, he gives you his phone, and you call the police, and they tell you to come to the police station. So good, everything is so smooth, and you realize that everything is going against your plan. Is there going to be a happy ending? No. There should be a way out of this. And you think, and you realize that, hey, I don't have enough money to get to the police station. Because all the police stations are 50 miles away from you. And you think, what do I have enough money for? Okay, not for the vehicle to get to the police station. I don't have enough time to find the handsome Spanish boyfriend with money. Okay, so what? And then you see that restaurant over there. Yeah, that restaurant which serves pizza. And you think, maybe a good option. And then, here you are. Don't be fooled by that smiles. It's just for our moms, so they think we're safe. But actually, you are dying inside. No. So you are again in a Spanish restaurant, having spent all of your money on pizza. In Spain, but with no documents. About to be departed. Sad? Unhappy? Success! Now you know how to be unhappy in any situation. Okay? So yeah, but guys, fun is fun, but there should be a moral to every story, right? So whatever happens to you, whatever problem you have, don't hesitate. Just grab a pizza and say bye.
If you think that it is okay to lose 10 bikes at once, can you imagine the situation when your name is lost? This happened to our next speaker, Mirbek Kayır. As he states, once his wiki.com was hacked. His page on the wiki.com was hacked, and he got it very back soon. Hacker just sent a few messages to his friends, and that's all. However, that was what he saw. Turns out that this hacker changed his name in the profile from his original name into some Alena Petrova. He wanted to change his name back. However, turned out that it was not so easy. He had to receive an approval from the moderator to change his name. And after several rejections, he finally got his name back. And now, let us invite our Alena Petrova to the stage. Mirbek Kayır.
Hello everyone! I'm so glad to be here today in Kazakhstan. A month ago, I won a humorous speech contest and I was told that I'm gonna meet the president. I was like, oh my god, that's so exciting, right? And so I told my family. And my family went crazy about that. My grandpa invited me to his room. We went to the wall. There's a big picture of him and the president holding hands. So he lifted his 80 years old shaking hands and moved the picture to the left. And I was like, oh yeah, our walls in our house are actually white. I forgot about that. And then he said, that's not the case. I'm gonna put your photo here with the president. And the case is that, I don't know how I'm gonna explain that. The person on the photo is Japanese. That's, oh God. He already moved the picture. I don't think he can handle any more changes. So I went there 3 days ago, and I noticed a lot of things. Well, first of all, as soon as people find out I'm from Atrao, well, they ask me, Meerbek, do you have a gas station in Atrao? Really? That's a great question. The correct question is, how many gas stations do I have? I'll be there, right? Such disrespect. God. Another thing is that Nazarbayev is very popular name for anything in Aston. And people complain about that. But I actually like it. Right? Nazarbayev School, Nazarbayev University, Nazarbayev Toastmasters Club. At the moment, yeah. I'm not kidding. At the moment, I thought it's a new article. A and the Nazarbayev, right? And I was on Nazarbayev Street once. Guess where is it? In Almaty. God, how did that happen? So you gave it the street and they gave you the status of capital? How was that done? And now you're wondering, what did I do there? Well, I was passing my IELTS exam. I had a bit of time to prepare for my exam. So I went to the internet and typed IELTS preparations. Sorry for caps lock. And I scrolled down for articles and oh my god, there were so many. Like how to prepare for the IELTS in a month, in a week, in a day. God, in an hour. Guess what? 49 minutes. I'm not sure, should I be proud of myself or should I worry about my procrastination? So I went there to the exam center. The writing part, reading and all that stuff, that was easy. What was tough is speaking exam. And I was sitting there, and you know my inner voice here would say, Meerbek, don't worry. This is just gonna decide your life and that's it. Right? So, well, I guess I'll start panicking, right? Oh my god. So, examinator comes in, and I was like, oh my god, that's it, I'm dead. And she goes, she passes by, and goes to another person just right beside me and asks him, hey, are you ready? And he says, no, I'm really not. Not funny, that? That's okay, not worry about it. So I just thought maybe I'm gonna share with you a tip for an IELTS exam, for speaking, right? Because my speech has to be informative, right? Well, if you're preparing for speaking exam and you're going there, you shouldn't use any simple day-to-day words. No, that's not gonna work for you. So you can't say, I think. No. You suppose. You consider, take into account, for God's sake. But no, you can't answer. Right? So, you're not a person anymore. You're a character. So you can't just pull out the ball pen and, well, I guess I'm gonna write something about my plans. No. You're using handheld writing instrument to perform a ritual of transporting your ethereal thoughts that's gonna change the world into the material world. That's how you're gonna do it. The only thing about it is, when you go to the exam, you completely forget about that. So I entered there, and there was a person, European, drinking tea or whiskey. You never know, right? We had a small talk. He said, oh, my name is James, I'm from Britain, and all that stuff they'd say. And God, as an average British person, he was so polite, God. And I thought to myself, definitely whiskey. That's what I thought. You know, when you're panicking, you think about whiskey and all that. Right? So we started the exam. Well, the first part of the speaking exam is conversation. So he asked me, Meerbek, do you like traveling? Well, I never ever traveled, so I don't know. Good. So, how many times did you travel? I just told you that none. Can you just go on, please? Okay. very nice. Please tell me, what of your travels you like the most? Oh, God. You know, I felt deja vu, just like with my ex-girlfriend. She would just ask me questions, right? Hey, how are you? How was the job? What did you do? What are you going to do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do tomorrow? What you gonna do today? Would you like to eat? Would you like now? Right? That's just insane. So, you know, I used with Mr. James something I used with my girlfriend, yeah? I'm just making it up. Right? Just making it up. But the thing about making up, you have to be sure about what you're talking about. I didn't know anything about travel at all, right? So, okay, God, do you like traveling? Oh yeah, I do, I love it. I love it, right? So how many times do you travel? Like, every day, right? And what's your favorite travel? Well, it's Africa. Lots of snow, kangaroos all around. Thanks a lot. That's it. Hope you like it. Oh yeah, handshakes, right? Just like with the president.
Thank you, Nirbek, for your speech. I hope that all our speakers know how you are feeling. And now, let us give 1 minute of silence for our judges to make their decisions. Yes. Firstly, let us sing it together. Our next contestant, Chingiz, was also not a singer, like us. While he was singing, it turned out that he was just screaming to the whole house. He was screaming so loud that the neighbor from upstairs came to the house and asked him, Chingiz, are you okay? And when he answered that everything was okay, that woman said, I beg you, there was something in your house. I heard someone screaming and saw that they were killing and cutting him. Let us invite to the stage our singing bird, Chingiz Shideva.
Hello everyone! My name is Chingiz. So many people came today, and I want to ask you one question. Are there any 20, 21-year-old girls here? Please raise your hands. If you're about 20, if you're beautiful, smart, modest, noble, creative, honest, kind, faithful, a good cook, don't use Instagram every day, maybe I will date you. And what makes me a perfect match for you? I'm tall. And maybe you will date the winner of the Toastmasters contest. What are my chances to become a winner today? And what are your chances? Yes, your, to be my girlfriend. Is there any destiny? Or does everything depend on us? Have you ever asked yourself, why did I study in a particular university? Why did I marry my wife or husband? Why did I wear different socks this morning? I had to try to answer this question on my own example. No, not about different socks, about destiny and human will. The first moment connected with destiny happened when I was 6 years old. It was the first time when I learned the meaning of the word fate. Right away I went to ask my father about it. At that time, he was watching the World Cup finals and there was a decisive penalty. I walked up, stood in front of the TV and asked, "Dad, does fate exist? And if it exists, what is my destiny?" "Yes, son, fate exists. And if you don't move away from the TV right now, your fate will be very short." Of course, it was a joke. It is good that my father doesn't know English, because if he knew that I was making fun of him on the stage, my fate really would be very short. Actually, he answered it. "Maybe our ways are written, but I believe that we can still influence our life. And now, my son, go." Go away from the TV, why don't you understand this? I accepted father's will, finally went away from the TV, and continued the journey in life. But still, by the time I was a teenager, I wasn't very decisive and was doubtful. And once, one interesting incident occurred. I was at the market, and suddenly an old woman came up to me and began to tell my fortune. "I see you will have a bright life. Only don't bet on McGregor in a battle with Khabib." "On who? Who are they?" "Oh, sorry, it's not for you. For you, I clearly see two paths. The first path, it is the path of fame. You will be a very popular singer. So popular that you will sing with Justin Bieber about baby. Yeah, baby, 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 oh." But you will not be happy, because it is not the way of your soul. The second path, it is the way of your soul. You have to be a public speaker. Not singer, speaker, and Toastmasters Club will help you with this. Toast what? I don't even know this word. Don't worry, all in good time. I know that you are an insecure guy. Take this special coin. Every time when you have doubts about something, throw it up and act on its instructions. After this incident, I began to use the coin in my life. Watch new part of Avengers with my nephew, or watch new part of My Little Pony with my niece. Oh, sorry. Damn, again My Little Pony. Upload the photos to Instagram with doggy or kitty filter. Oh, no. And the hardest question of my entire life. Go to KFC or McDonald's? KFC. You might ask me, yeah, it is interesting, but how did you finally find Toastmaster? It was a fantastic day. I was kicked out of my job and my girlfriend had just left me. Finally, I got rid of boring process of making money and investing this money in girlfriend. I was free and happy. But in our modern world, you're not truly happy if you don't show it on Instagram, yeah? That's why I opened Instagram to post about my situation and suddenly saw a picture of Toastmasters Club. I recalled the fortune teller. I threw the coin and asked, should I go there? Yes. Then I came there. My first impression was like, what a strange club with strange people. But there are a lot of beautiful, smart, and most importantly, unmarried girls. Oh yeah, baby, I like it. Woohoo! In addition, I can express myself creatively in this club. So whether it was fate or not, but I'm standing here at the Republican contest, and this is cool. Indeed, so many accidents had to coincide so that I turned out on this stage. But still, I want to believe that something depends on us. And the things that we cannot change, we must courageously accept. Should I come and meet with that girl after the meeting? Tails yes, heads no. What do you think? No? She told no. She's definitely in love with me. Yes, wait for me. Will I be the winner today? Tails yes, heads no. And this we'll find out. Oh, yes. This is the special coin. It is the same on both sides. I always knew what to do even when I had doubts. I myself choose what to do. I myself create destiny. I myself choose my socks. Dear jury, now it's your turn to flip the coin. Thank you.
It was really funny. Now let's give 1 minute of silence for our judges to make their decisions. Is a 25 years mining engineering student at Nazarbayev University.
Wow.
When she was born, her father made a renovation in the kitchen and gave a teapot as a birth present to her mom.
Please.
Because he thought that her mom could teach her daughter how to prepare real Kazakh tea. Because her father thought that place of the woman is in the kitchen. But we all know that place of the man is also in the kitchen. Because in the kitchen there is food. It is also worth to mention that by giving a teapot to her mom, he killed 2 birds at one stone, because at that day it was her mom's birthday too. Now she grew up and currently debates for equal rights to women, but also she secretly wants to get married.
Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. 1 second. I go to Toastmasters because I'm nervous when I talk. So, okay, anyways, I'll start. So, woman's place is in the kitchen, they say. This supposed to be my best friend till I die. I got inherited this from my birth giver. I mean, mom. She got it from her birth giver. Now I have to give it to my daughter so she can live happily in the kitchen and have a Kazakh dream life. So, dear Toastmaster, fellow guests, I would like to step out from this cooking room. I want to break free from this Kazakhstan kitchen. I want to break free. So, my journey of breaking free began when I just graduated from high school. I was discussing my future education with my family, and my father literally told me, "Honey, you don't have to study education. They don't teach anything. It's useless for you." And I mean, back then I wasn't blonde that time, but anyways, he told me, "You have to get married. You know, but remember, a man path to a man's heart is through his stomach. So you'll be happy in kitchen. You will love it." But little did he know, back then I had no idea how to cook. And don't worry, in 7 years I've learned, so what you ate will not kill you, I swear. So I decided to study. I finished bachelor's degree, and then now I'm trying to finish master's degree. And in between, I actually dated a guy, so I also have a serious relationship degree in between. Because, look, I'm qualified, I'm advanced in the kitchen right now. So, I did not, I had to find a path to that man's heart. I had to cook so many dishes. And And here I kind of forgot what I want to say. But I mean, the thing was that I actually fell in love with the kitchen more than with the guy. So, anyways, I'm going to graduate now, and I will work. So, I actually faced a harsh reality of women in engineering when I had my internship. And I'm a mining engineer, which means that I can work 600 meters underground. And I was having an internship in Rieder. It's a small province town in West Kazakhstan. So, but unfortunately, most of the men there actually looking at me wished me to be more like a gold digger rather than the earth digging engineer. So many of them actually mentioned, oh, you know, there is a kitchen underground too, so why don't you make us a tea while we work? Most of them told me, your place is in the kitchen. There is an oven you can pray to so that it makes perfect cookies. There is a fridge for you so you can bless it for having meat that gave you a provider, I mean the husband. And luckily that is over, but there is one more thing that is going to happen. Next week is my little brother's wedding. So how do you think, where am I gonna spend most of my time? In their kitchen. Yes, of course, kitchen. I'm gonna be right there, surrounded by every grandmother that exists, and listening one thing. Hurry, the clock is ticking. Hurry up with all the kitchen thing. So basically, I will be asked to find my own kitchen already. And all these kitchen jokes aside, I hope we all understand that by the kitchen I don't mean just a room. I mean the model of life our Kazakh girls grew up with. I'm always questioned why I'm not married at the age of 25. People feel pity for me, people feel sorry for me. They think I'm unhappy because I'm not in the kitchen. And it is true. Why our most important decision in life revolve around marriage. Why this shrinks our girls, it makes them feel smaller. You can tell a girl, we can say to a girl, yeah, you can have an ambition, but not too much. You can be successful, but not too much. But in fact, our women, they can raise beautiful children and at the same time be very successful and influential in the society. Let's look at the examples of Maria Curie. She's a wonderful woman that was a pioneering scientist in radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. And, and also she had 2 children and was happily married. And what about Angela Merkel? She's a chancellor of Germany. She is de facto leader of United European Union, and she's one of the most influential women of today. She has been married twice, and she even supports kids of her second marriage. So what I wanted to say here is that where is a place of a woman? The place of a woman is where she is happy, where she is most needed and successful. If we want to improve our country, then we need to empower our women because they will raise our nation. So, excuse me for talking about women again, because yes, a woman's place can be in the kitchen, but it doesn't have to be only in the kitchen. So, thank you. And I know it wasn't humorous at all because I'm more of this type of... Okay, so
Thank you, Nursul. I hope that all women will find their places where they will be truly happy. Now, we have already reached our last contestant speech. Our last contestant is Danyar Abenov. Danyar Abenov is from Almaty Toastmasters Club. His story states that once he was visiting Kosovo, and people there kept asking him if he was from Japan. And one day, he got so tired of explaining that he was actually from Kazakhstan. Once, on the last day, on the bus station, a guy came up to him and asked where he was from. Guess what? He said that he was from Japan. The guy left and said something in Albanian. His friends laughed and said that the previous guy said could have sworn you were Kazakh. There were probably one guy in Kosovo who knew how Kazakhs look, and he lied to him. Danyar Abenov, Til meselesi. Til meselesi, Danyar Abenov.
To start with, I actually want to apologize. Apparently, I didn't realize that you have to be single to come here to the stage. Everybody was promoting themselves. I'm married with a kid. I don't know what I'm doing here. Sorry, guys, I'm taking space. I'm really sorry. I just didn't read the fine print in the rule books. So, in case you wonder, I'm married. So, sorry. All attention to that part. You know, there are several teaching and motivational techniques that exist in the world. We've all heard about Montessori, right? Montessori is very popular, but there are others, Waldorf and positive discipline and many, many others. And they are widely used to encourage and motivate people to learn new languages, obtain new skills, just get interested in the knowledge. And in Kazakhstan, we have two of our very own. They've been passed on from century to century, from generation to generation. And they are called Жортун баласы and Uyat. Look at the neighbor's kid and shame on you. Kazakh speakers like me to actually learn the language. It goes like this. Look at Tom. He's from America and he already speaks Kazakh. Or look at Syed. He's from Afghanistan, he speaks Kazakh and plays Dombra. Or look at Julieta. She is from France, she speaks Kazakh, eats a horse a day, and she wrestles in Kazakhstan күрес. When are you, Kazakh'ın қара баласы, Danyar Maqsudullo Abenov, are going to learn Kazakh already? I feel so intimidated that if I'm taking a taxi in Shymkent to Atyrau, I don't pray for my safety. I pray that they don't ask my name. Oh, my rule. I even wanted to change my name. But my Kazakh knowledge wasn't enough to get me through the 7 rings of Tom. It feels like even their call center is shaming me. Hello, my name is Kines. If you would like to proceed in Kazakh, please say Kazakh. And if you would like to proceed in Russian, say shame on me. And actually, I would love to learn Kazakh. I really would. But how am I supposed to learn the language if it keeps changing so much? Now we have the new alphabet, right? How am I supposed to learn the language if I can't even spell my own name? I even stopped going to Starbucks. I feel like my Kazakh knowledge progresses like dementia or Alzheimer. Last year I couldn't speak Kazakh, this year I can't even read it. And what's up with letter Q? Why is it everywhere nowadays? It's not even at the head of cucumber, where it should be, but in Kazakhstan it's everywhere. I always thought I was Kazakh from Kazakhstan. Turns out I'm Kazakh from Kazakhstan. Even my favorite, authentic, national, meaty food now sounds French. Pêche barbecue, barbecue, croisé. Why did letter Q become so popular? Whose relative is it? And what's wrong with letter K? If anything, letter K is the most innocent letter in the alphabet. It's as modest as Kilinka in the alphabet. It always stays silent. Me, knowledge, knife, Beyonce knows. I guess you guys didn't even know that K was there all this time. I see why. K stands before M. And in this country, M is always number one. Speaking of M, as Perbek mentioned, in Almaty, Furmanova Avenue was renamed to Nazarbayev Avenue now. And I was recently walking down the street. It's been renovated, it's shiny and nice, clean, white. And I landed in Astana airport, now called Nazarbayev Airport. It looks like a building from the future. I know how to make Kazakhstan great again. We just need to change the name. One day, I will learn Kazakh. But until then, I want to say, my dear motherland, my dear Kazakhstan, Jurtun balası will never love you as much as I do. Thank you.
This is one in card for our judges to make their decisions. So, welcome back to our Kazakhstan Toastmasters Humorous Speech Contest 2019. I hope that you all enjoyed your huge dasarkhan, and now you get more energetic to continue. The decisions are made by now, but before going to that part, we'll announce it in a few minutes. But before, let us invite our honorable judges to the stage. Lord Medical, Dr. Alisher Muhammad, Dr. Rodolfo Adame, and Gulam Viktasova.
Hi everyone. That's been a really interesting event, and it personally was challenging for me to evaluate people on the stage. And I think guys, you did a great job. Thank you for coming here and sharing your thoughts, your ideas. It was indeed a blast, and thank you for all for coming and organizers and you Toastmasters Club. You did a great job. Thank you for everything.
Places, applauding all the right places. So thank you to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to congratulate all the contestants. I think every one of your presentations was really good, and I want to thank also the audience. And I'm grateful to be here. I think at this point in human history, sense of humor is so important, and it's such a complicated issue that our contestants demonstrated so beautifully in each way. So thanks to everyone.
The organizers for an excellent job that they've done. Being here reminds me about 4 years ago when I was also a Toastmaster in Kuala Lumpur, and now I'm looking at myself, with the new generation, and I'd like to congratulate all of you for the interest in taking in Toastmaster for now and for the future. Thank you.
So now it is awarding time. Firstly, ask Lawrence Metzger to announce our third runner.
All right. It's my honor to present the third place award to Sayed Muzamil. I'd like to just say that in reviewing his presentation, Sayed showed us so many different faces of himself. He showed adaptability to the situation. He did it with a beautiful sense of humor and came back in terms of a very important message for all of us about not to judge others based on our looks, and he took it into so many different scenarios with different pictures. So I want to thank him for this, and I hope that his future work and international study abroad progresses in the way that he wants it to work.
It's very sometimes emotional to pick the best among the best, but sometimes we have to make a choice. And having said that, second place goes to Mr. Jinjis.
The long-awaited first place will be given by Loretta Adonai.
It's my great pleasure to announce that the first place winner is someone who demonstrated a natural wit, a natural wisdom, a very authentic sense of being able to laugh at themselves as well as to laugh at the situation. Someone who wasn't afraid to go a little bit to the edge to take us somewhere where we can test our assumptions, and someone who's helped us think about life just a little bit differently. So today, the first place winner is Dania Adonai.
And to announce the Audience Choice nomination, I'd like to ask Colombia Taswa to the stage.
Who do you think the winner is? You have a guess? The thing is that the audience is the best judges. So despite of all the numbers of the points that were given by us, I think that the audience made their choice, and their choice means a lot. And the winner of the Audience Choice Award is Sayed Muzamil.
Our contestant chair to the stage to show our appreciation to our speakers.
Thank you all for being such engaging and inspiring audience. Because I can see that all the speakers can feel the spirit from you, right? Yeah. But most importantly, I want to thank all the people who came to this stage today from far away. Even though probably they are not recognized yet, but I do believe one day they will. And I'd like to thank these people to keep in contact with us since we started organizing this contest, which was actually in last year, November. and it turns out to be a reality only by today afternoon. So I'd like to give my appreciation to the other contestant. The contestant from Atara Open Toastmasters Club, Mi Thank you for sharing with us the jokes in your music exam. The contestant from Nazarbayev University Toastmasters Club, Nursul, can you? Okay. Topic we have as Kazakhstan women in current days. And also, let's give our appreciation to the most courageous and the bravest contestant who was actually presenting the first from a very new open Toastmasters Club. Pavlodar Toastmasters Club.
Again, thank you to everyone. Unfortunately, it is time to conclude our contest. Today, we had a chance to witness the growth of Toastmasters community in Kazakhstan. And we hope that the development of Kazakhstan Toastmasters communities will continue more and more. Now you know that our own local speakers from Kazakhstan can also give a joke in English.
Yeah.
But before the very end, I'd like to invite to the stage our contestant organizing team who were preparing to this day for more than 4 months. Let's give a big applause. And at this point, I'm returning the control to the president of Nazarbayev University Toastmasters Club in Kazakhstan.
Thank you, Ella. Thank you for being a Toastmaster and leading us throughout the whole contest. And thank you for your funny jokes, right? Let's give another round of applause for her. And I'm grateful to witness not only the growth of Toastmasters community in our country, but also in my members. If you know that, actually Ayola, when she firstly entered my club, literally 5 months ago, she was a girl, very shy, very, very shy, that she was shaking when she gave her ice-breaking speech. Probably this would also reminded some of you about your ice-breaking speech. Until now, how many time passed, and how many clubs we have right now in Kazakhstan. Not only 6 clubs who are presenting, but also there are much more than that. And we would like to see the growth of our community in the future, because we share the same core values. Do you know who they are?
Yeah.
Let's state it. The first one.
Integrity.
Yes.
Excellence.
Yeah, so do you think that today our contestants reach all of them?
Yes.
So I think we share the same, right? So hope to see you next year with all of us. And now I'd like to join today's contest.